It is time for Owning Your Outdoors, and it is the depths of summer, and we finally had some heat. Doug Schroeder is here, our yard and garden expert from Lewis and Doug. Some important things to keep in mind when we're taking care of our lawn and our landscape in this kind of heat.
Yes, now it definitely is heating up. Summer is here, and we're starting to see a little stress on a few things.
Yeah, so first let's start with the lawn.
You should never mow when it's hot, and also you should keep your yard at least 2.5 inches long. You want to be longer in the summertime. Longer is better. It preserves moisture in the yard, and never take off more than a third of the blade of grass when you do a cutting. Also, mulching is best for the summertime. It puts nutrients back into the soil and also helps preserve that needed moisture.
So let's talk a little bit about fertilizing. Is this the time that we really want to do a lot of fertilizing?
We're right at the border right now. Within a week, I would recommend not fertilizing. You never want to promote growth when it's hot out. A product I use all the time that I would recommend if you're going to do right now would be a Green Max. It's an iron product. All this rain that you've graced us with has put a lot of nitrogen into the soil, so we really don't need more nitrogen in our yards right now. But a little iron would also give you a nice green yard.
And of course, when you get a lot of humidity and moisture, you get like fungus and grubs and that kind of stuff.
Yes. I recommend GrubX. Get it down now. The spring was a little late, so we still have about 2 or 3 weeks to get that treated for. And start looking for brown patches in your yard. With this high humidity and heat, funguses will start growing in your yard, and you can get it treated. Usually with a fungus, the grass will grow back. It's just cosmetic for right now.
What about the weeds?
Summer is the perfect time to really spray for weeds. Always read the label on your herbicide. Heat, I say 85 and above, never use a herbicide, but check the label for the one you're going to use. Also, there's selective and non-selective herbicides. You have a herbicide that won't hurt your grass, and then you have herbicides that kill everything.
Okay.
So make sure you know what you're using. One problem I see around town is a lot of thistle. The only thing that'll kill thistles is using the regular Roundup that I have found anyway.
And you have to be very careful when you do that.
Yes. But yeah, be very precise, but a drop of that on a thistle will take care of it. Probably the biggest thing in the summertime is moisture. Important things to remember about watering yards: you need about 1 inch of rain a week, at least. When you water, water long and deep and less often. Your plants also, if it heats up, going to need more moisture on them, so you're going to have to water more often. Some of these containers, sometimes you're going to have to water a couple times a day to keep them looking good. One thing that I do with all my patio containers, Sean, is I apply cypress mulch around the edges just to keep some of that moisture in the plant. This is just a nice little barrier from the sun and heating out the soil. So you do that, and it preserves the moisture you put into the plant. And when you take those weekend trips, it helps preventing coming back to a dead, dry plant.
And this is something you should do not only in your containers, but also your landscape.
Yes, definitely. Your landscape is going to start getting stressed because of the heat. Now is a perfect time to apply 2 inches of mulch across your whole landscape. No more than 3 ever. Okay. But and keep it away from trees. You don't want the mulch touching the bark of the tree. But it's the perfect time to add that and save some water and protect your landscape.
Some great advice, and we actually have a download for you that you can get off of our website that has all that information. Just go to ksfy.com, click Sean and Cammie, and Owning Your Outdoors. Time for a break. We'll be back with FastCast next.